Hey Kyla, you're 3 months out on your maternity leave. When are you coming back to work? Well, you know, in other countries, typically it's 6 weeks.
It's insane. I've never been able to wrap my head around that.
Yeah, and it is 3 months coming up, but I want you to take as much time as you need. And you've got lots coming up. You're going to be moving and lots of new things. So how do you, as you reflect on your maternity leave from Harper's maternity leave to now with Mika, how has it been different? Have you experienced any postpartum? Any differences as far as getting back into exercise, routine, anything like that? How's it been?
I think I have like two distinct experiences to pull from, which is special and crazy, I think, all at the same time. Because with Harper, we obviously got pregnant before a pandemic, so we weren't expecting that, and then had to go through the back half of my pregnancy locked up. So then the gym stopped because I am big on working out as much as I can. So I was going to the gym before the lockdown, and then we were locked down, and it was really a big change. We still had the gym at Eric's parents' house, which was nice, but it just wasn't the same atmosphere.
You guys were living with us part-time,
yes,
and then living with Eric's family part-time,
exactly,
back and forth.
Yeah, so, and I was still at the NHL working, so it was a lot, right? And everyone thought the pandemic would be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, which everyone was like, yay, 2 weeks off work. But now, in hindsight, it's been very crazy. So I also had a traditional 12-month maternity leave where I received maternity benefits. And you really were able to like zen out, if you will. But then what was kind of taken away is I didn't have mommy and me classes. Luckily I had two of my really close university friends who had babies. So we tried and made it a point to get together once a month because we knew we were all being safe because we were all in the same situation. But it was still scary.
But you didn't know any different, right? It must have been hard that you couldn't really talk to other moms.
Yeah,
to join a mom and me group or go for walks or do that kind of thing.
And it's hard because no one has gone through it, right? Someone who has babies from before 2020, their experience was much different than ours. So we're always going to have this, and I think Harper will have this special bond. Like, she never got sick in that first year. She really was in a bubble. We all were. Mm-hmm. And I did have postpartum with Harper because I think it was so like scary. Like, don't come near her unless you have a mask on. Like, that was sad.
I know.
So,
but you were fortunate that you did get through it, and that you were lucky to get her into daycare.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the best positive was that we were living in Aurelia.
Yes. Yeah.
If we were in Innisfil, it would have been really hard. So yes, we missed out probably $300,000, but everything works out for a reason. Yeah. So with this pregnancy, it was amazing because we were going to the gym twice a week. Yeah. I went to the gym the morning I went into labor. There was a lot of positives. So that's all fantastic, and that I'm really, really proud of that we were able to do what we did, and that I got into real estate earlier. So everything does work out.
And having the flexibility to have a toddler and then to be pregnant. Yeah. And to do showings. Yes. And to do listings.
So everything.
And to do offers and...
Yeah, I look back and I'm really proud of myself because it was a lot. It's crazy to think about. No one can really tell you how it's going to be. And now having my second baby in COVID, obviously it's a lot better. We've been vaccinated. He was in my belly when I was vaccinated, so he's protected. There's just so many unknowns, but I feel like I am definitely in a better headspace now having my second, going back to the gym after 6 weeks. I feel, and it's hard because I love real estate.
I love working.
I love working, but I love working real estate.
Okay.
So that's, I think, what's a little different. I took 11 months. I ended up taking 11 months. It wasn't
with your corporate job.
With my corporate job, it wasn't where my heart was at anymore. I wanted to be with Harper, and then we got pregnant again really quickly, all of that. But I'm really, really fortunate that right now I feel super grateful that he's healthy, Harper's healthy, I'm here with you, and that I can still do this filming. I'm up the street, and even in Innisfil, it's a 40-minute drive. It's not like I'm moving to Alberta or out east. We are super close. We're still going to see everyone all the time, and I'm excited for what the future holds with real estate and learning from you. I've learned so much this last couple of years. So
well, we've got a good little village, so we're very fortunate.
yeah.
And how do you see things moving forward with the two toddlers?
2 under 2?
2 under 2. 2 under 2.
Chaos. But I love it. It's a good chaos, I think. I have a very helpful husband and dad, like, and their father, obviously. Eric is, I'm lucky. Like, the new generation dad is a lot different. So I'm fortunate that a couple days he works from home. If I get home right at 9 a.m. after the gym, like, he's there, and then he's ready to be on his computer and work for the day. But I know that I could jump in the shower and he'll do exactly what I'm doing with my foot tap, you know? Like, I'm very lucky that he's very involved, and it's been great. Like, I guess like one big, and I'm shocked that it probably didn't hit me harder, was they lifted the mask mandates on March 21st, which, you know, we need to eventually move on. So that's fine. March 24th, we had Mika, and then 6 days later, there was COVID at daycare. We got a call that Harper had been exposed, so Eric and I had to act quick and like adults and make the call. Luckily, we're very fortunate that we have some doctors that we were able to call and get, you know, just the infectious specialist point of view on it, and they basically said if Mika and I can leave the household and isolate for 10 days, then we should, just because he's so young. So I'm trying to look at everything positively, and I was able to go to my in-laws because Dad had seen my brother who had been exposed, so we weren't able to come here just for safety. And
I was always
with
out
Mom
and
going
about.
back and forth with work, it just was too much. And honestly, it was really nice staying at
your
my
in-laws.
They were fantastic, and I love them so much. And I said that when I have the third baby, I'll be coming back for 10 days postpartum, because it was hard. I cried a ton, you know.
You missed
like
Harper.
I totally, and I couldn't help them. Like, Harper's sick, and then Eric got it, and he was relatively sick. Like, and you can't do anything, right? So we went for a couple family walks with our N95s, but it's not the same. You can't hold them. You can't, like. I like to care for people, and I couldn't. So that was really, really hard. 10 days went by fast but long. I mean, it was really good for my healing, I think, and my recovery, because I had this one-on-one time with Mika that if Harper was there, she would have been poking and like
prodding. And,
so it's a positive, but it's hard because I mean, Harper and Eric have this really special bond. You know, she has him wrapped around his finger. It's this.
Her finger.
What did I say?
His finger.
Her finger.
But both. Yes.
It's just a very special bond that I'm very happy to watch unfold, because
I know there's been some silver linings with COVID.
Yeah.
It's interesting though. I mean, it's a good thing that you were vaccinated and
we didn't get it.
You guys didn't get it.
Yeah.
So it's really important. So the exercise component's been great. What about getting back into like your healthy eating? Or
that's why the June challenge is happening.
Yeah.
But I'd like to think like it's
hard because you got to make meals for yourself, meals for Eric, meals for Harper.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot to juggle.
It is, and it takes time, I think, to get into that routine. Like,
yeah.
And what's hard too is like the cost of groceries and everything. Then you just weigh, like, is it easier just to order in tonight? Like, because the time, the effort, like, it's really hard. And I mean, I know right now I'm kind of sitting at home and enjoying it.
But it's all about planning.
Yes, it is. So we are going to make the 2-week challenge planning.
Good. Well, thanks. It's great having you back.